Hello everybody, this is C4 Explorer, and today I've come to an old industrial building that used to be a mill. I've actually been on part of this property like a year or two ago. This building, I've kind of been in it, but I've never really filmed it. The echo is really echoey in here. And it is a pretty large building. I got some equipment over here, so kind of walk around and see what we can find. And some old paperwork here. Big steel doors. Oh, that's just light. I thought that was a hole in the floor. Yeah. Looks pretty much like a big empty basement here. Or what I'm assuming is the basement. Giant sliding door here. Wow. Oh, that's where the freight elevator would go. Look at the size of those springs. We can do a pan up here. See what we got. Wow. It says low head clearance. I'm about 6 feet tall, and yeah, it's pretty low ceiling there, and here. All right. I guess there isn't, or is there? No, I was thinking. Okay, I thought there was a entrance exit over here. I do see C4. Pretty cool. I got some busted out windows. Abandoned train tracks over here. And I think there's more down this way. Part of this is a relatively decent-sized mill complex. And I know, was it last year or the year before, that part of it burned down, part of it caught fire and burned down. I was told by another YouTuber that I have explored with, goes by Adequate Videos, which, by the way, is a really cool channel. And you know, like I said, I've explored with him. I haven't ever actually done a video with him per se. But yeah, he had told me, or maybe was it Oysterhead? I think it was both of them. Yeah, both of them told me about the fire. Let's see, so we're kind of back where we came from. Go ahead and go back inside. I love these doors. That is so cool. Ow. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't anything over there. But I did see an exit sign over here. So we'll see where that takes us to. Kind of, once again, back the way we came, sort of. Let's see. This way, I didn't go this way. Let's see, do we have a staircase? We do. Wow. Oh, wow. That is cool. I kind of saw it over there earlier. I couldn't tell what it was quite. I believe. I'll do a little recon scouting here. I have a bunch of like barcodes for full blanket, $19.99. For a second there, I almost thought something had come through the ceiling. Like, I don't know if I want to walk under that. Neato. Okay. Have here. Another big warehouse. Some materials. And some kind of machinery. That looks like what, fiberboard or some sort of insulation. Foam insulation. Cool. Okay. There's something moving over there. Probably just the wind. Hopefully just the wind. Watch for moving trucks. Okay, here's the back dock. Don't see anybody at my car. All trailers must be chocked. Yeah, that's one thing about these, and it's, you know, any place it can happen, but these industrial sites, just so much old metal and, you know, chains and wires and equipment and stuff that, you know, it's just banging around and you're always like, what was that? Like, is that an exhaust fan? You know, whatever. And usually, but not always, that's what it turns out to be. You know, so, okay. Yeah, I love these pillars. I just, any building that has these, and I've been in a few. Pillars are always, I don't know why, just like the construction of them, the way they look. Let's see, we are on the other side of this. Whoa, oh, wow. Did I catch that on camera? I think it was a vulture. Big old bird either way. So, oh, whoa, we got a catwalk. Well, whatever it was, that's the nest. I scared it away from. Sorry, big bird. Oh. Yeah, this over here, I think over there is where the fire damage was. It's the outside of this building. We're going to try to get up there. Oh, I hear a crow in the distance. Got some gloves. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to come over here, right? Yeah, I definitely want to check out this coal chute. I got to be real careful. Stairs are metal, so that's encouraging, but not always guaranteed that you're going to survive it. I want to look at this thing. That is awesome. And y'all know how badly I want to slide down it. I want to get all the way to the top and slide all the way down that. But I'm not going to, because we all know that's just a recipe for disaster. I'll be the one that catches myself on some piece of metal sticking out or something. The floor will bust through. We know C4 Explorer's never fallen through a floor before. I feel like a lot of this is going to be giant empty warehouse space. The one I don't check will be the one that has like the most awesome thing in the world in it. But yeah, I think my objective is going to make it to the top here. These stairs do seem incredibly sturdy. I mean, that's just good imagery. Beautiful. Let's see. Catwalk level ought to be next floor up. Stay clear. Okay, another big empty warehouse space. This is a lot more walking than I meant to do today. I was actually going to go. Some bird says, "What?" Is that a person or a bird? I think it's a bird, but I'm gonna come over here. Oh, I can't come over there. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. How do we have a dental chair in here? That is cool. Ow. Okay. To be perfectly honest, guys, I'm starting to get real nervous all of a sudden. The sound, seeing a lovely dental chair, and my hip is starting to hurt too, seriously. But yeah, I'm gonna come over here and see if there's anybody on the property. Hopefully I have a vantage point. Ow. But yeah, what I was trying to say earlier. Okay. We got a nice view. I don't see anybody here. I can't see my car. It's parked too far back over there. But yeah, what I was saying earlier was I did a hospital last week. And I was going to go back to that and try to get into one of the buildings. It was so freaking cold. Like yesterday was beautiful. You know, it was sunny, and I mean, I think there was a little bit of rain. And of course, I had to work. And I can't get over that. That is just the coolest random find. in an industrial site. And somebody, for whatever reason, had the time and the, what would you call it, fortitude to haul that thing up here. And I can only assume that, because it seems very unlikely that, see that, yeah, we got some food stuff. That also kind of makes me think that maybe somebody at some point, possibly recently, is using this as a hangout. But yeah, the fortitude to carry all that stuff up here. But ow, oh, I don't want to have to cancel this explore, but we got some big birds over there chilling. I think that's what I was hearing. I mean, it sounded just human enough to be a human, but birdie enough to be a bird. That sounds like a human. Ow. Yeah, I don't want to have to cancel this, but like, I don't know why, like all of a sudden my hip is hurting. Whoa. Wait a minute. I gotta figure something out, because that gate wasn't closed a second ago. I don't think it was. Unless I'm on the wrong side of the building. Wow, I'm like over dramatizing myself. Shit. Yeah, I came down this road and everything was like pretty much open. You know, as far as like, you know, accesses and everything. And maybe no. I might be misleading myself here. Sorry guys, I'm having a weird, not really a panic attack, but no, I'm just trying to figure out exactly where I am in this building, because like I said, I know for a fact that I didn't have to, you know, open a gate or whatever to come through here. So I think I might be a little wrong on my positioning as far as where I think I am versus where I actually am over there, you know, parked. And yeah, I have I mean, nothing, you know, like actually diagnosed or whatever, but I have like, you know, chronic back pain and stuff. And of course, I'm getting old, so that's kind of what happens. Start to wear down. Start sounding like Danny Glover on Lethal Weapon. I'm too old for this spit. I don't want to be too old for this spit. I love this spit. Okay, cool. I got rooftop access, but yeah, it's really singing the Ave Maria at the moment. I mean, I worked a lot yesterday, and wow, that is awesome. Some sort of a material feeder slide, coal or some sort of dust or whatever. Here's our freight elevator that we were looking at. Okay, I just heard a horn. Was it on that road, or was it on the road that I was already on, or that I was on? We don't know. So yeah, very vandalized Fairbanks Morris scale. That's cool. I like that. Kind of a sloped roof. We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna come over here. sometimes these sites that just seem so easy are the ones where you actually end up having something happen. Okay, there's the train tracks. Okay, so I would be parked to the left over there. There's the river. Beautiful view. There's some of the mill over there. So we're gonna go ahead and try to rooftop very carefully. Oh look, calthamites. And no, I'm not lisping or making fun of people who do lisp. Calthemite, as I think I've explained in other videos, is a stalactite-like excretion that exists in non-cave environments, such as abandoned buildings, parking garages. It's basically the same principle as a stalactite. It's excretions of calcium, lime, any other, that can have all kinds of impurities. Sometimes they come in different colors, if there's asbestos present or rust and stuff like that, Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of adjusting things here. Ow. Oh, wow. So we got the rooftop access. We're gonna check that out after we check this. This is cool. Look at that, the elevator machinery, the control panel. Neato. Howl. Okay, yeah, if I was on that side of the building. Okay. I need to quit gaslighting myself. I'm making myself worry here. Okay. I don't know how sturdy this is. Feels very stable. Looking at it from whenever I was walking under it earlier, it appears to be intact. I didn't see any holes or collapses, which a lot of times doesn't mean a thing. Was that Hank Hill said on King of the Hill? He was talking about explosions. Sometimes buildings explode. That's what they do. And I hope I don't get a copyright strike on that. No, okay, good. Okay, yeah, we're good down there. Cool, I just heard a rooster. And a cock-a-doodle-doo to you too. Look at that is cool. Okay, so some of my anxiety is left. I had a supervisor years ago. I was working security, and I was telling him my back was hurting, and he says, well, who wants to do the first patrol, me or you? And he was a really cool guy. And, I said, honestly, my back's kind of hurting a little bit. I'm not trying to get out of it or anything, but, if you want to go first, go ahead. And he tells me, he says, did you know that, and I'm sure it's not true in every situation, or maybe it is, I don't know. I'm not trying to diagnose anything or, tell you all that every back problem is exactly the same and should be treated the same way. But he told me, he says, the best thing you can do is, when your back's hurting, is to walk, because walking naturally, realigns your body and, obviously gets the kinks out, gets your circulation flowing, all that kind of fun stuff. But, this is cool. But yeah, he told me, he said, That might be the best cure for you. Just go ahead and go on a patrol. I'm like, okay, sure, And I will say, my back felt better once I got back, So I am not hanging over a drop. You guys are, but I am not. Look at this. Okay, basically right there, kind of in middle of the camera, is where the fire was. I think some of this is active. That building right there with the smokestack is the one that I've been in. I believe I called the video Milling Around. And there's this car over here. I don't know if he sees me or not, but if he did, he's like, what the fuck is that guy doing? I need to get back undercover. All that worry about getting caught, and then what am I doing walking around on a roof in a busy little town? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and head back down, guys. Yeah, okay. I feel a lot better about that. It's easy to get yourself all paranoid. You hear a sound, kind of lose your position in the building and be like, oh, they closed the gate on me. Like, they're going to be sitting there waiting for me to try to get through the gate. Let's do a downward view here. I don't know if that's going to pay off or not, but pretty cool. I got an old fire hose thingy holder. I was going to say that's probably the riser pipe, like the sprinkler riser system. That's cool. That's so neat. Is it just me, or are those stairs a little tilted? All right, folks. I have a few places on my list today. I don't know how many I'm going to go to. I'll be honest, my hip is feeling a little better. So, I think I might go out. It was so cold today, and I was like, I don't want to go back to that hospital. And I do, but I was like, it's too dang cold. It's windy. Spring will be here very soon. I guess it's here now. So happy spring, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'll see how the day goes, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video out up here. I've noticed lately in my videos that I've missed stuff. And then I'll find it afterwards and be like, oh man, I should have put that in a video. And it's like, am I really gonna reshoot this entire video? And so a couple of them I've actually put in shorts. For instance, that hospital. Oh, cool, another slide. I want another slide. Oh, okay. That's pretty neat. Yeah, this was that other catwalk. Number 92. I say a lot. I need to train myself out of that. Yeah, this seems like I pretty much hit everything up here. If I do miss anything, maybe I'll do a short or whatever. I don't know if I'm going to explore more of the buildings. Ow. Those things are a pain in the butt too. Those little bolts on the floor. See, I did it again. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and do a picture shoot. I definitely have to get some shots of that dentist chair. Maybe some rooftop pics or something. I did it again. Now I'm just going to catch myself all day doing that. So I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank y'all for your likes and your comments, your subscriptions, watching my videos that I really hope you enjoy. And I guess I'll see y'all next time. Try to have a good big backup of content for you. So with that, this interesting looking graffiti, I'm going to bid you all farewell. This has been C4 Explorer at an old, I want to say this was a textile mill. I'm pretty sure this was a textile mill, an abandoned mill. So everybody be safe out there. Have a great day. Thank you again. And I will see you on the next adventure. Goodbye.